Did you know it's possible to become a millionaire ethically? My name is Paul Vasquez with Tax Lab. We help people become ethical millionaires. There seems to be this idea out there that if you've become a millionaire or a multi-millionaire or have money, that it was somehow done unethically. This is not the case all the time. There are times where people do unethical things to make money. And I think we've all seen that. Maybe you've been a victim of that. But that doesn't mean that is the only way or even the most common ways that people become millionaires. At Tax Lab, we've studied the tax code. And you might say, okay, well, I don't want to be taxed. Well, the tax code tells you different strategies, or people over time have tested the tax code. And if you have an idea, it's probably already been tested. So we want to use tested strategies, proven strategies that are acceptable under the current code, under the current laws, and that are ethical to do. And so we want to apply these rules that have been tried out by others in the past and have shown us a pathway to wealth and success in America. Now, what we do is then we want to understand where you're starting from, help you get some foundational settings of where you're starting from now, and then help build on that, show you a pathway where you can become a millionaire, multi-millionaire, help you set a plan in place to do that. Now, this is an ethical plan, which means it's probably a little bit slower than those out there who are promoting a get-rich-quick type of system. Because oftentimes, as you dig into those, you find some unethical threads that are employed to encourage you to apply the sausage strategy. And so there are some key things out there that you'll hear which seem to indicate that this person is willing to do unethical things to make money. And if they're willing to do it to others, they're probably willing to do it to you. One of these phrases that I hear often is that everybody wants the sausage, but nobody likes how it's made. I say, why I don't like sausage per se. I might break a few eggs, but you don't have to grind anybody up in the process of making a cake if you don't want to. There's eggless cakes. Whatever analogy you want to come up with, when they say this, what they're implying is that the only way to actually make money is through unethical means, or through means that you don't like, that you find distasteful. And I disagree. And there's plenty of strategies, plenty of people who make money ethically and have done ethically. In fact, from what I hear, I haven't looked at these statistics myself, but there's this thought out there that school teachers are often millionaires by the time they retire, because in a way they're forced into retirement savings. And so by the time they retire, many of them are actually millionaires because they're kind of forced into that through their employment. Maybe you think that that's unethical, but I'm happy to talk about that. What we would like to do is actually get a plan that's for you, that takes where you're starting from, helps you map out a plan to financial freedom, to having that retirement that you want, being a millionaire, and at least giving you that option, that plan, where you can see it is possible to do it ethically. Maybe it's not as fast as you like. Maybe it's not as glamorous as some other ideas out there. But these work, and they've worked for many people. And it's a lot of the unsung heroes, the people who might be in the background, but are able to provide stable financial lives for themselves and for their families. So if that interests you, go ahead to lab.tax, click on Advisory Services, and book your free 15-minute introductory phone call, where we see if this is the right fit for you. I wish you all the success.